Hey, what's going on, guys? 118 Seth Shadow here. Hope everyone has been doing well. And I do have an announcement to make. With this next coming week, basically the next week and a half, there won't be any new content coming up. I'll be unavailable. I won't have access to my computer for a week and a half. So after November 8th, I'll be resuming. This also includes my TCG Player account. For those of you who have bought from my TCG Player, I thank you very much for your support. But I'll be closing that for the same time frame and will be coming back after I'm available again. So just a heads up that yeah, that's all there is to it. Nothing too serious. I just have something planned that's coming up. But going straight into the market watch then, let's go ahead and take a look at boxes to start off with. So starting with set 2, Reign of Bahamut. We've got 13 listings on these boxes, starting at $63. And if we take a look, we've got, someone's actually trying to sell Japanese boxes, $60 on those. But what else have we got? We have a $52 listing on boxes. It has a $12 price tag, but there are 7 boxes available. So if you buy a bunch of them, that can offset that shipping and make it overall cheaper. Ultimately, when you look at the market price history, though, set 2 did start off pretty good. It was hyped enough to the point to sell for $80, and then, yeah, it just dropped off after that. I mean, the release date was the beginning of September, but pre-orders did make a good penny. So since then, it just hasn't recovered like how set 1 just kept going back up and down. We have had almost a full month and haven't seen much better results in comparison to what set 1 had. Speaking of which, set 1 is currently about $60 if you want to pick up boxes. 23 listings on this one. And set 1 has been on a roller coaster ride, and since we are officially on the second printing, we no longer have the promos as box toppers for any new boxes that are coming. And if we take a look at listings here, lowest cost is $54 with a $5 shipping tag. And there are 3 boxes available there, so that's an easy one to at least buffer the cost a little bit if you were to buy all 3 boxes. And ultimately, Advent of Genesis does still have cards that will be relevant going forward, but even with that said, it might still be better just to pick up the singles given how cheap a lot of them have become. Leader cards. In particular, I want to talk about the ones that come straight out of the starter decks. If we take a look, we've got Eris, we've got Rowan, Luna, Isabel, Arissa, and Erica. But the thing you notice about them is that they're all less than $1, except for Erica. Erica is currently $3.80 at its base price, and its market price is actually in the $4 range. You look at all the other ones, the market price also holds just around $1 or underneath it. But Erica is the exception, where she actually is worth something as a leader card. And of course, playing Shadowverse Evolve, you do need a leader card in order to play the game. Officially, it's necessary. And then when you consider the vast price increase once you start getting to leader cards that come out of the sets, you're better off just picking up one of these ones if you don't really care to bling out your deck. But still, a $4, $5 leader card solid is... I don't know how to feel about that, but I just wanted to point that out. Dark Angel Olivia. This one has been staying relatively stable at around $40 for its legendary, but it is only at 6 listings, so it hasn't been able to stay on the market that much. The super legendary is in the same boat where we've also got 6 listings, and this one is above its market price, pretty high up there at about $80, while the market price is about $71. And if we take a look, I think someone just bought that low-end $80 one. Now we're at $81 at the base to $105 if you count the shipping. And if we take a look at sales, players did buy this above $80, but most of them have been selling for the $70 range. So it is on its way up. And given that this is played in at least two of the bigger decks of the format, it's no surprise that it's expensive. Rimwind. This is a runecraft spell that is a quick, has the ability to either bounce a card to hand or bounce it to the top of your opponent's deck if you have enough spell chain. But right now this card is not too difficult to pick up. 49 listings for its regular gold, and that's 25 cents to start off with a market price of 36 cents. If you want the foil version, technically it's a foil because it's already gold, but we're talking about the premium gold version, where it's 287 base and the market price is just above $3 there. Next one I want to talk about is another cheap legendary, White Wolf of Eldwood. This one is a $2 base legendary, 69 listings available, and its market price is higher than its current base listing at $2.50-ish. If you want the super legendary though, this one is a little bit higher. $6.25 is the base listing, and it's a $6 market price. Let me take a look at actual sales. It sells sparsely, but it has been going up in value as it's been bought. I think the lowest I've seen this at was about $4. Yeah, looks like it. It never really went underneath $4.50. So it's basically only about $2 up there, but it's one of the cheaper legendaries to pick up right now. Kaguya. This one I know gets played in Aegis every so often, or if not, almost all the time, but I honestly haven't seen too many Aegis deck builds recently, so I'm not too sure. But Kaguya is currently a cheap one to pick up. 5 cents is the base listing for its base form and 27 cents on the market price. If you want the Evo, it's got 29 listings and starts at 40 cents. So it is more expensive, which is as expected for a gold Evo, but it's still underneath $1. So, and with 29 listings, I'm not seeing it getting bought out that easily. You also have the ultimate rare of its Evo as well, which is currently in the 90s. 93.50 is the base price, and the market price is about 81.50 right now. Next card to go over is Merlin. In particular, I want to go over the legendary, because right now it has dropped to $15, and it does have a good amount of quantities available at that price if you want to pick them up. Because if you take a look at the history right now, just today alone, despite these $15 listings, players went in for the $20, $19 listings, and someone actually bought 6 copies for $20, which is interesting to see. So I anticipate that it'll just hold around 20, so if you do see it drop to 15, 16, I'd say that's probably a good point to pick it up if you're intending to play anything with Merlin in it, which is, you look at Dirt Rune, you look at Spell Chain, any type of Spell Chain variant, Merlin is played in almost all of them. So I would anticipate that it'll stay up there for some time. And the last card for today is Soul Conversion. This card is a silver from set 1 and is currently $1. Sold today for 55 cents, 3 copies, and before that it was selling for around the same, but also 84 cents to $1. And we take a look at available listings on this one. It's $1 to $1.18, 118. I like that. Yeah, so basically $1 at this point. And given that it's, when you consider aggro Abysscraft, this card basically makes sure that you don't run out of gas. And it is a quick as well, so if your opponent's trying to kill your units, then you can just get rid of them yourself while getting some additional cards. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as another reminder, there will be no more content until after November 8th, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys then.